All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect of Yasharallah, spread it across the four corners of the planet Earth, who teach this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well. Coming with another video, all right, because someone had, I was talking to someone and they, was inquiring about so-called aliens, UFOs, all right, and things like that, all right. So, us in the truth, all right. We know that there's no such thing as uh, aliens, UFOs, those are the so-called angels, all right, and the chariots, all right. One second. All right. So, commonly, all right, as a smear campaign. Now, see, you got to understand that Esau, okay, the so-called white man, he's hell bent on having a smear campaign against the scriptures, all right, and anything that is, and it's definitely a green light on the smear campaign on anything that is, dark skinned, all right, um, resembling anything of the heavens, okay. The goal of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is to demonize you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. One of the main tickets, a lot of, these people who have sold their soul, all right, sold their culture out. One of the main things that they, avenues that Esau pays them to sell out is through entertainment. That's why we tell you, man, you can't, look to these entertainers, man, okay? Because entertainers glorify everything that's negative, all right? Gang violence, pimps, hoes, uh, twerking, all right? Uh, you know, all of that type of kill nigga, kill another nigga, whatever. All of that negativity, all right, which we are forced to endure in through Esau's system, and then it's become an art form which we're not happy to escape it. We embrace it. So it's used. Esau makes these rap characters embrace that lifestyle. Because those guys really. Do you think Offset and Cardi B? Do you think they're children? All right, they're raising their children up in private schools. Their children's not being raised in the hood. Jay-Z daughters or sons, whatever he has, okay, they're not being raised in the hood in Marcy projects, okay. Think about it now, all right. Don't be fooled, all right. So, but see, uh, Esau has gotten what he has gotten from these people, all right, and so now they can use these people, their portrayals, okay, to demonize, all right, uh, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now you can be demonized, all right? Uh, us in this truth, we're pushing the truth, telling you that telling people that they're the Hebrew Israelites, okay? Which you have people, even of our own nation, that come up against this, man, and close their ears and shake their head to this truth. That's because the so-called white man has demonized and dehumanized and, just totally brought down the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American image in the whole entire world, okay? And so, the works that we do, All right, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, starting. I'm gonna have to say starting first and foremost with Great Millstone. All right, and then you have the other groups. Okay, some mostly affiliated with Great Millstone. All right, who are trying to polish this image. All right, polish this image up and bring you into the truth. All right. Now, what you're looking at is this is Esau Edom's, okay, so-called white man. All right. Uh, this is the lie that he has put out, okay, over the whole world of what the angels, okay, what the what the what the world calls angels, but he calls them aliens. Okay, there's no such creature like this, okay, in the universe. All right, um, it's not recorded in the scriptures. All right, anything looking like this, okay, the Most High created man, and men and women are supposed to clothe themselves. All right, you're not going to have a intelligent, um, believe me, you're not going to have uh, an intelligent race or an intelligent people, okay, walking around naked. See, that's what they have the so-called so-called African American, so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American people into. Okay, they try to make you think, oh yeah, man, y'all supposed to be half naked. But when you look at those earlier pictures, earlier accounts, okay, of the Native Americans, some of the earlier accounts of the so-called Negroes and Hispanics, all right, they were fully dressed when Esau came over here, when Esau captured them. Okay, they had clothes on their bodies, man. Okay, it wasn't walking around looking like He-Man and She-Ra. All right, like this creature right here, man. Okay, this is a demon. All right, they have that CERN. What is it called? CERN, in which they are opening up and letting demons into the world to help them out, man. Okay, to hamper, to try to put a hamper on this truth coming out, man. And and these little demons are this is actually a demon, man. And I'm going to show you some of the other demons that they try to portray as aliens or angels. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, I'm going to be back and forth. Right, I'm also going into the scriptures. Right, 1 minute. Now, as you see, when I first came on YouTube, man, all right, you were able to find there were documentaries about um, so-called uh, black people being inside of these chariots. You had abductees, all right, people who had been uh, captured by these chariots, and they were hypnotized, and they were telling a story of what happened, and they would say that it was black men with afros. They were shorter ones, and they would look like little black children. All right, so this is what some of the accounts of some of these Edomites. All right, under hypnosis, what they recalled seeing when they were in the chariots. Okay, so we're going to show you the demons. All right, that they're calling aliens, all right, and show you. And now, as you see, I put black aliens, right, in Google. Now, this didn't used to happen, like I'm saying. Uh, Google has um, is part of this dehumanization, all right, of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right. They're trying to demonize you, all right. They're trying to demonize you. They want you to look bad to the rest of the world because this truth is coming out. All right. That's why you have this George Floyd, Jacob Blake. They're constantly shooting you in the back and trying to kill you. They're trying to dehumanize you, demonize you across the world. All right. Now, if you play a video of a so-called Jewish person in Palestine repeatedly getting blown up, all right, from one of those terrorists, one of those Palestinian bombers, okay, they would have a problem with you showing that footage repeatedly, all right? But here it is, they, repeatedly show footage of you so-called Negroes when you're getting shot and shot up all in the back and in the head and crunched and whatever this demon does to you, man. All right? But like I'm going back to what I was saying, man, when I first got on Google and I used to Google search, they used to give you all of the real information. All right? Google doesn't give you the real information anymore, man. All right? I put in black aliens and this is what you get. Okay? Men in black. A whole lot of I don't know, it says something with Oprah, okay? List of, ancient aliens, alien blood types. So supposedly they have alien blood types in their possession, okay? Says the Daily Tar Heel from 2016 column, Black people are aliens, okay? Whatever, okay? That's just some thrown off garbage. How Hollywood alien and predator movies reinforce anti-black racism. Yeah, because uh um here it is, okay? Here it is, these so-called aliens or angels, okay? They dwell in outer space, man. Okay? They dwell up in the heavens. All right? And the science, okay, on the earth is that all life, all right, on earth came from so-called black people. And if that's so, well, then the mirror of the earth is what's going on in the heavens. Okay? And so if the first so-called people on earth were so-called brown-skinned people or black people, well, then guess what you have in the heavens. All right? But see, no, not Hollywood, man. Hollywood is the new history book historians in America. Forget about all the archaeology and what's true. So now we're going to show you the demons, all right? Here are the demons. Let's get a list, all right? Look at the list. This is the list, all right, of so-called aliens, all right? Now, Esau created this list. No one has seen this list but the deceptive, mind of the Edomites, all right? So let's go through their list, all right? You have first Flatwood Monster, all right? Tall humanoid with the spade-shaped head, all right? Then you have Gray, okay? Usually 3 feet tall, hairless, with large heads, black almond-shaped eyes, nostrils without a nose, slits. Now these are demons, man. All right? These are all demons who are working for Esau, all right? Greys have been predominant extraterrestrial beings of alleged alien contact since the 60s. All right? And these are the demons who are bringing Esau, all right, their technology, all right? And, through them opening, uh, you know, portals and doing their sacrifice, all right? You have these mass killings and, you know, them detonating nuclear bombs. So they're opening portals and, you know, doing whatever these demons have them to do, man. You know, to retain their power, but they're losing power, man. All right, they're losing power. And so, you know, before things get better, you know, things are going to get devilishly worse. Okay, because Esau is losing power. Okay, Babylon is falling. Hopkinsville goblin. Okay, you see, you know what a goblin. You know that a goblin is a demon, man. And who only sees these? Okay, Edomites. Okay, and I'm going to show you that. Okay, this shit only appears to Esau. Small, greenish, silver humanoid. Okay, little green men. See, that's what they, you know, green humanoids. Green. Okay, little green men. They are included here only for cultural reference. Okay, no report has ever involved anything that would fit the classical, okay, little green men, all right? Which I could go into the, you know, little green men thing, all right, but I'm not going to go into that because you know, most people with what do you call them, birthmarks, all right? Jake, you know, whether you're Jake, yeah, mostly Jake, okay? I've mostly seen only Jakes, man, okay, with these birthmarks. And, you know, some people have, you know, large areas of their body with this birthmark, and this birthmark leaves their skin looking, you know, it looks green, okay? So, you know, they don't really want to deal with the little green men one, all right? That's why, you know, they're trying to kind of nip that in the bud, okay? Nordic alien, all right? Sometimes called space brothers. See, here we go. Humanoids with stereotypical Nordic feature. Tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. See, this is, you know, this is the same thing. And if color doesn't matter, color doesn't matter. Well, shit. Tell that shit to Esau, man. All right? Pardon my Nordic, all right? My Scandinavian. But, tall blonde hair, blue eyes, and have featured in several cases of contact. It is said they are from ancient Earth, okay? They're from, but presenting themselves as ETs in the past, they moved from living on the surface to live underground, all right, around the Himalayas area after a natural event, okay? Sometimes called space brothers, Plarigian, known as Palladians, okay, Venusians, tall whites, okay. Oh man, all right, and they're still not white, okay. They're still not white, all right. Animal, plant types, all right. Dwarfism, you know, Jersey Devil, Mothman, all right. Poltergeist, see, demons, ghosts, uh, uh, what else? See, now the Loch Ness monster, that's not an alien, okay? That's Leviathan, all right. So it says African Nomo, all right, which that, you know, that's in Japanese yoki. No, those are not different. You know, those don't represent. Okay. Uh, See, let's see what a Nomo figure looks like. See, these are little, and Jake was worshiping these things, man. All right, Jake was worshiping. These are those images going back that Jake was worshiping. All right. So it doesn't say anything about they're not so-called black people. All right. So none of these extraterrestrials are so-called black people. All right. So now I'm going to go into the scriptures. All right. These meaning to make one drunk. All right. Drink. All right. Whatever. All right. Now let us jump into Genesis. All right. Genesis 1 and 26. All right. Uh, and this says, I'm starting at 25. It says, and the powers made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And the powers saw that it was good. All right. And the powers said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Okay? So the powers created man in his own image. In the image of the powers created he him. Male and female created he them. All right? And so you had all people created, all right? But they were created, okay? All of these earlier people who were created, all right? These Adamites that were created, they were created what? In the image of the powers, in the image of the angels that created them, that created the earth and the heavens, all right? After the image of uh, the Most High, all right, Yahweh, all right, and the angels, man, okay, Yahweh Shai, all right, all of the angels, whom the world ignorantly calls aliens, okay, and going back to like what I originally said, man, there's no life was started, okay, it's created. Well, the first people were so-called dark-skinned people, man. All right, that's your origin. The original man was dark-skinned, okay, with hair, afros, wearing clothes, okay. And so what you're seeing that's coming from the left, from these Edomites, okay, what you're seeing them representing, what they're bringing out, okay, are total demons that are causing havoc on the earth, okay? Let me get some more scriptures, okay? Okay, so now we're jumping ahead, all right? This is Genesis 18 and 20. Now I'm just jumping around, all right? And the Lord, okay? And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom, sorry, I'm Salakia, all right? I'm moving that around. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come unto me, and if not, I will not. All right? And the men turned their faces from thence and went toward Sodom. But Abraham stood yet before the Lord. And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Okay? And so, let me see. And the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sake. So, even if there were 50 righteous people, and Sodom and Gomorrah is spiritually America. Okay? But America is not going to get spared. Okay? And just, and just as in the time of Babylon, all right, in Babel, all right, when the Lord scattered, all of the tongues of the people, okay, in the beginning, they went back down to the earth again because the cry of the earth, had come up to the heavens, man. All right. All right. That's not exactly what I was looking for. But it's here. Let me skip. Okay, here we go. All right. This is Genesis 19 and 1. All right. Yeah, but it was good to start from where I started from, just to let you know, all right, that these weren't any type of, not the creatures that you see Esau having, okay? Tall, white, Nordics, all right? Gray, okay? Flatheads, Nomos, Mothman, okay? That's not what aliens or so-called white man calls them aliens, right? But they're truly angels. That's not what they look like, man. That's not what's in those ships that are flying around, buzzing around the earth, man. Okay? And I'm going to show you that. Okay? And and the elites know this, man. But do you think the elites they're trying to demonize you, man? They're trying to demonize you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You think they're going to tell you that there's so-called black men in those chariots with afros, man? Okay? And they didn't never get a ship from Roswell, man. Okay, if anything, okay, you had these Nazi German, all right, scientists who were everything comes from this place, from Babylon the Great, man. Okay, so whatever you had in Nazi Germany, experiments or whatever they were doing, building engines, it started here first, okay, and then it went migrated over to Nazi Germany, and they manufactured it just like everything else. Gene splicing. What are they doing? Mixing these animals, mixing the frog with the toad. All of this goes on in other countries. The cloning. You had them, 10, 20 years ago, they were cloning the lambs and the pigs, man. They were doing all of that in other countries. Then they brought it, the final product here, just like in Germany. Okay? Know your history, man. All right? That's why they get rid of these videos, man, because they're so damning. All right? And so you had the SS, all right, in Germany, which a lot of them flipped. Okay, a lot of these scientists like uh, what's his name, Albert Einstein. All right, these people flipped. All right, and they came over, and they became turncoats or something, and they flipped and came to America and worked with NASA. All right, became and worked with NASA. So, they talk about these alien crafts crashing. Well, that's because Esau was, he's been doing his trying to build, trying to replicate what he sees with these telescopes, man. What he sees with his army and his navy, all right, and Air Force. They're trying to replicate what they see. Okay? So moving on. All right? And it says, and there came two angels to Sodom at evening. And remember, they were at first the angels were with Abraham and the Lord. All right, but now they've come and they've entered into Sodom. All right, and there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat at the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face to the ground, and he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet. Okay, so they have feet, man. Okay, they wash up and do everything that a regular man does, man. He wasn't scared. He wasn't terrified. You know, looking at, oh man, look at these tall whites. Okay, look at this flathead monster. Okay, look at this Cyclops. All right. Mothman. All right. Mothman got to watch. He's a Mothman. He got to wash his feet, man. A moth got tentacles, man. All right. Little legs like roaches. All right. So, and he said, behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet. And ye shall rise up early and go on your way. And they say, nay, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But and they ate. Okay, they these angels ate the bread, man. All right. But before they lay down, okay, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round about, round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. Okay? So and that's just like Jake, all right? Okay, it's just like these momos, okay? Just like the momos, all right? But before, wait. I read that already. 19:5. It says, and they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. And they were talking like straight momos, all right? More flamboyant than these momos are, all right, today, okay? They were, had, probably looking like, like women, just like these momos today, man. Okay? And I'm going to say this, man. A transsexual woman is a man, all right? A transsexual woman is a man, man, all right? Get it right, man, all right? Ain't no excuses in this truth, man. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have two daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, okay? For before came they under the shadow of my roof. Okay, so these people are described as men. Okay, not flatheads, not tall Nordics, but as men in Sodom and in Gomorrah. Okay? Okay, of all places. Now, how the How in the world are you going to get Nordic men in Sodom and Gomorrah? Okay? How are you going to get the Mothman, the Gray Man, okay, in the Sodom and Gomorrah, and these people are trying to have sex with them? Okay? How do you get that, man? All right? One second. All right. And let me finish. Let me finish with this story. All right. Just to show you that there were no crash chariots. All right. From coming from the Most High. All right. At Roswell. All right. Now, if there was a crash, it was a reverse engineered uh, uh, craft of the U.S. government. All right. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be he will needs be a judge. Now, we will deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. All right, so they was trying to jack Lot up, man, to get to these new men, man. All right, who they thought were just men, man. All right, because they were angels, man. They probably they were looking physically fit. All right, with the heavenly appearance. Okay, and so that turned these sodomites, turned them on, man. All right. Says, but the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. See, they just put forth their hand, man. All right? And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Okay? Now, so you don't have any, you know, uh, chariots or so-called UFOs crashing, all right, crashing to the earth and being recovered when the angels, carry so much power as, they could just blind people and, just, they have spiritual power, man, all right? They have spiritual power. So they're not crashing the chariots, all right? Um, this is Ezekiel, all right? And let's see what was it, Mothman, all right? All right, and it says, I'm jumping forward to verse 4, Ezekiel 1-4, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north. So like a tornado, all right? Big tornado, man, all right? Coming out of the north, all right? A great cloud, all right? And a fire enfolding itself, and brightness was about it, all right? And I looked, and a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber out of the midst of the fire. And so that's like when you see this movie, Independence Day, all right? Okay, you have this big uh, ship that's entering into the atmosphere, okay? And you see the fire and the colors from the ship entering into the atmosphere, all right? And you have these when you have something like that happen, it creates like a whirlwind, man, also on the ground. So it's like a tornado, kind of like on the ground, man, all right? Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of four creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. All right. They had the likeness of a man. All right. And let's, oh, goodness. Okay. Salakia. Oh, man. Everything's going on. So when you start doing the video. All right. But anyway, I don't know where I left out, but I'm going to leave off from the scripture that I left off from, which was Ezekiel 1 and 5. All right. So as we see there, they have the likeness of a man. All right. And everyone had 4 faces and everyone had 4 wings. All right. And their feet were straight feet, okay, regular feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, all right, uh, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass, okay, so they were dark skinned, all right, these aliens, okay, as Esau calls them, but which are really angels, had dark skin like burnished. When brass is burnished looking, it's dark. All right. Now, and then it goes into you know, you could read up on how the chariots moved and the other things, but okay, dang, 40 minutes. I thought I was pausing. All right. But yeah, so you know, apparently, like I said, they're trying to demonize the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They're trying to take you out of, anything that puts you in the light, man. All right. They're trying to take you out of anything that puts you in the light. All right. And trying to put themselves there. Okay. Didn't say that any of these creatures had the appearance of, a leper. Okay. Appeared to be a leprosy or, okay. Their appearance was a man, all right? Not Mothman, not Nomo Man, Homo Man, Momo Man, Gomo Man, all right? None of that, all right? So I'm going to end it there. And, if the Lord's will be that I find, because this is a subject that I haven't been into in a while, I just thought I'd bring it out. But yeah, so until next time, hope you've been edified, and until then, shalom.